son gallos que estaba bien.
Y a nosotros no nos dejan hacer eso.
Por eso.
Yeah, Mike Dribdahl, Public Information Officer with the Fort Worth Fire Department. So this evening we had a swiftwater rescue that we were called out for. We're on the far north side of Fort Worth, right off of Wagley-Robertson Road. The initial reports were there's a female that was exiting a vehicle that was stranded in high water, and it was possibly swept down a creek that runs behind these homes here. When our first engines arrived on scene, they did locate the vehicle. They felt fairly confident that there was somebody in the water. They called for a swiftwater rescue team. They were immediately dispatched. Battalion 6 was also dispatched in command, as well as 2 extra engines for manpower. At that point, they started to make a search down both sides of the bank. They were able to locate the one person that was in the car, a female driver. That driver was hanging on to some of the debris in the middle of this swiftwater creek runoff area behind these homes here. Our swiftwater team did arrive on scene. When they arrived on scene, they entered the water. They used a rope system to get one diver out to that patient or driver. They were able to quickly get a life jacket on that person and get them back onto the dry land as quickly as possible. It was a pretty quick rescue. It went exactly the way that we plan on it going, and thankfully very minor injuries. A scary thing for sure. I think it's important to remind people that just a few inches of water can knock you off your feet depending on how fast it's moving. A few inches of water can stall your car out. It's a very serious situation, and I think that we are extremely lucky to be standing here talking about a rescue and not a recovery.
Is there an estimated time of how long she had been sitting on the bank, or was it, did she call herself in or did somebody else call it in?
So those are some details that we're going to have to look into. I don't know exactly how long from the first 911 call to when we arrived on scene. That'll be some things that we look at. She was in the middle of probably 150 feet of water that's rolling down behind these homes. So we did have to get divers out into the water to rescue this driver.
Okay. Are you at this time able to release her age, all that information, or is it waiting until you notify family?
Yeah, she's an adult female.
Okay.
And appears to be in pretty good condition.
Okay.
Like I said, pretty shaken up. A pretty scary thing for anybody to go through. And again, we are very lucky to be talking about a recovery and not a rescue. I mean, sorry. We're very lucky to talk about a rescue and not a recovery.
Right, and she's just being taken to JPS just for examination for cuts and bruises and stuff like that. All right, appreciate it.